Oh, most of us will have fond memories of roast chicken dinner on Sunday evenings. That's the day when we all, you know, sit around the table and you have a good meal. So we couldn't celebrate the weekend without preparing this dish. I didn't do it. Jason did. You made a beautiful roast chicken meal. A lot of us go and we'll get the rotisserie chicken.
Yeah. That's okay.
It's actually fairly easy to do it at home.
Well, I think it's so easy that I'm even not going to show you how to just roast a bird.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how to roast a bird, and then, of course, as we always do, kick it up a notch.
That's right.
But here's the thing. For me, Sundays was also a very important time because the family, everybody's busy. Everybody's running around doing everything, you know. And back in my day, when everything was closed on a Sunday.
I kind of miss that.
I do.
At the time, you thought, oh, I wish everything was open so I could get more things done. Now we can get too much done, and the clock never stops.
That's right.
So I would love to go back to just shutting everything down on a Sunday.
And that's why Sunday roast day doesn't always have to happen on a Sunday. If you can get everybody together on a Thursday, they do it on a Thursday, right? But the point is, it's coming together as a family, having a feast, and something. Even the oven's telling me it's happy. So
is that what's happening?
You know, you put it in the oven and it cooks all day. So then you're around the house, you start to smell it, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta eat it."
That's what it's really about.
I used to wake up to meatballs. This is a true story.
Well, in your bed,
Mama's in the kitchen making meatballs on Sunday.
But here's the thing: the chicken, okay? And I mean, you could do beef roast, lamb roast. You could do big turkeys, but I think chicken for a small family is great. Or you can do two, whatever. But the idea is taking something like this and just how do you actually add more flavor and get it nicely even cooked, okay? So the first thing for me is a lot of people like to take butter and that and stuff it under the skin. That's great. It keeps it tender and moist. But I like the skin crispy, and I want to actually baste this thing.
Okay.
And plus, I don't want to go too much work with that kind of stuff. So what I've done is, one of my favorite things is with chicken is lemon. So I'll take a lemon and I'll actually zest it, and I've got lemon zest here, but I've also got the lemon juice. But I saved the lemon, so I've juiced it, zested it, put that there.
Okay.
Thyme leaves, and you can actually get lemon thyme now, which is even cooler. I know, so citrusy, right? But just thyme leaves, sea salt, and Dijon mustard.
Okay.
And then I just take some butter, just a little bit of butter. But you need quite a bit for this, right? And I'm just going to dump a whole bunch of mustard in there.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm going to put nice little good. And here's the thing: seasoning. Get your salt in there, right?
I love my mustard with butter.
Lots of lemon juice, lots of lemon zest in there, you know, and then go crazy on the herbs, you know. Get your herbs in there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time right there.
I know.
Yeah.
It's good to have apprentices at the restaurant.
He is a staff.
But there's your glaze, and that there is, you know, to eat it right now, no, but it's great for basting and flavor and stuff like that, but you need quite a lot of it because you're going to do this almost every 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But the thing is, now back to the bird, what do we do with this thing? Well, first off, take all that lemon, take some shallots. So I just chop some shallots and shove them in there. You know, a little bit of garlic, throw it in there. Because it's going to give that flavor from the inside. You got that big cavity, and when it's cooking, if it's in there, it's just going to kind of give it some flavor, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But also the big chunk of lemon, throw it in there.
That's the big one.
You know? And all the
acidity really breaks down the protein. It makes it just super
thyme
moist.
leaves, just throw it, but just put it all in for flavor.
Okay.
Right? But now we also, if we roast this, it's fine, but everything's going to be a little uneven. So what I do is I take my wings and I just tuck them under. And then first thing you do is you grab the string, you watch 50 Shades of Grey, and then that's how I learned how to do it. How do you guys learn how to do it?
Yeah.
You know? But you just
forget the textbooks.
How about this butter?
tie its legs behind its back. No, there we go. But basically, what you're doing is by tying that in, you're bringing the legs in tight, makes it a little bit more snug, a little even more cooking. And then you just cut your string, boom, under the leg, around the back, and around, and under the leg again, because again, now look, it's kind of tightening it all in, and then you just wrap it around. Okay. And then when you're lost with the knots, you go back to that movie and figure out the knots. But no, but you're just going to basically tie it up.
It's a Windsor knot.
Is it?
Just saying.
And then here's the thing. See the rack I got there?
Yeah.
Right? Cook it on a rack. Because if it's on the bottom, first off, there's only air getting around the top, and we want crispy skin, but we want flavor. Putting on a rack allows all that, you know, the heat to go all the way around.
Circulate. Okay.
Exactly. All right. And then so what you end up with this, you give it a nice bath in butter. Oh, look at that. You know, and this is like just going in. We're going to be doing this like 15 times. Just keep basting and basting it. And then what you do is you take this and you put it into your oven.
So the name of the game today is going slow, and that's why this recipe is, you're going to have to stay on it. You're staying on top of it. You're going in, you're basting. Oh, wow.
A crispy skin.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
How long?
Oh, yeah. Wow. So this one here, I did it 375 degrees for the first 20 minutes and then dropped it down to about 3 1/4. This took me about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes.
That's good.
Okay, but here's the thing, with your oven, it may be different, and so I don't like putting times on birds. What I do is I put temperatures.
Yeah.
You know, you want to get about
lemon time on the bird.
Yeah, lemon time on the bird.
In the bird, it's...
Internal temperature is important, and when you check your internal temperature, you want to get into the breast, but you also want to get into the leg because they cook differently. Okay, 165 or more, and but you can take it out at 155 and let it rest. Okay.
Got it.
The cool thing about the rack too is like sometimes you get the stick and so you do all this work and everything's absolutely perfect and gorgeous, and then you go to take that bird out and you do the no, it's stuck, right? And then what do you do now? Like you're gonna like rip it apart by the time, and then you kind of miss that whole thing.
And the mushy bits at the bottom.
Yeah, so the rack really helps out.
Now, traditional accompaniments. You know, at my house, I mean, we loved vegetables. We had all different types, but again, trying to kick them up a notch. So you've got your bird, but I love to present it to the family. But roast potatoes, these are the ones where if you've got 2-rack oven, big glass dish, put your potatoes in nice and slow, let them cook. But Brussels sprouts, we've all boiled Brussels sprouts before, but ever roll them over the barbecue, fire roast them.
Okay.
You know, throw a little sumac spice on there. All of a sudden, Brussels sprouts are hallelujah. I call it Swede, and everybody makes fun of me for calling it Swede.
What is it?
Turnip, yellow turnip.
Yeah, no, that was in my house every Sunday.
But the thing with Swede is you always add sugar to it because you've got to balance out those flavors. Well, add honey. Or add a truffle honey.
Maple syrup.
That's a good idea.
Maple syrup, of course, maple syrup, right? But you just boil it down. You know, the carrots here, boiled carrots or steamed carrots, okay, but then I'm going to throw some toasted caraway seeds in there. I'm going to get a little mustard vinaigrette and put that in there when it comes out.
Lovely.
All of a sudden, these vegetables are starting to come to life. And I feel like you always need to have green veg, but I do peas, I've got snow peas, beans, you know, asparagus, and again, if you got a little bit of truffle oil or something, but it's just a simple, look at that. That is, to me, is Sunday.
So nice.
That's gorgeous.
That's so good.
And it's like, the vegetables aren't an afterthought now, you know, you've actually given them some time and some love, which is, well, there's that time again.
Time and love,
You know what, Jay? You don't have to do the dishes tonight.
Yes.
You don't have to do the dishes. Cityline.tv for all of the temperatures and the recipes.